Welcome to Comedy at Coasters. My name's Anthony Trombetta. I'm going to be starting out this evening. Before we get to your Yukyuk's guests, who have just gotten off the plane, I'm going to give them a little break, and we're going to get you warmed up with a little local lightning round of laughs. Also give you some time to drink more. Either way, you'll be happy. Are you ready? So am I. I just got that familiar feeling that I feel like I'm going to shit my pants, so that means I'm ready to go. It's true. Wait till you get up here. Does anybody notice that there's an awful lot of babies around these days? I swear, you can barely walk past a vagina before a newborn starts coming out, you know? And that's really exciting. Well, not the, that part. It just gets me thinking that eventually it's going to be my time. My time to start child rearing, and that means I don't have to do the fumble for the condom under the bed anymore. Because then it's baby making time. Because that's some exciting stuff, Because as I understand it, children are very impressionable. But infants are malleable. You can form them into whatever you want. You create these little social experiments that you get to raise into whatever the hell you want, and that's some exciting stuff, because I have a plan, a very distinct plan. For my child, I thought I'd start out by talking with an accent for about 12 years and then stopping. So, Cecil, could you sit down for a moment? I'd like to tell you something. I'm actually not British. And your real name's Joe.
But Daddy, we were going to go into the lorry and take it down and fill it with petrol and play some football. I hate you, Daddy.
See, now the great thing is, if that doesn't work out or it doesn't meet my high standard of scientific standards, I get to try it again. When I'm a grandfather. Come on, kids! Get into the car! I'm gonna take everybody down to Moishes. I'm gonna get you some bagels and some lots. I'm buying, everything's on me. Come on! Kids, your grandfather is not an old Jewish man. Come on, I'm just joking with them. I despise you, Father. See, now you're probably already a little bit frightened for these children that I don't even have yet. But think about it. How freaking adorable it would be to raise an 8-year-old that talks like a stereotypical Italian mobster. Huh? How cute would that be?
Dad, the other kids in the park, they won't let me go on the slide. They're busting my balls. I just want to go on the fucking swing. They won't let me do it.
You want I should go talk to them, son?
Yeah, could you talk to them, Dad? Could you straighten it out for me?
Okay, let's go talk to them. Huh? You know what I'm going to love? I'm going to love bringing my kid to your door for Halloween.
Where's my fucking candy? I know you're in there. Where's my candy?
Some very, very entertaining stuff, I tell you. Raising children. Now, I understand raising children, it's going to be tough. You got to work at it. There's a lot you got to work at, because you want to shelter them. You want to protect them. But you don't want to deny them the experiences you had. Now, I understand a great part of being a parent is snooping through your kid's room, right, and finding out what they're doing. Does anybody have kids here tonight? Anybody have kids? Okay, so then you fully understand that while you're here, they're rooting for your shit right now. It's just how things work. It all balances out. You did it when you were a kid. They're doing it right now. So now I'm going to come to a lot of dilemmas when I'm going through my kid's stuff in his bedroom, and then, obviously I'm going in there to get the porn that he took from me, the little scamp. So I'll be in my kid's room, and what do I do if I find weed? So there I am. I find weed in my kid's bedroom, and a part of me is really going to want to reprimand the kid. Really want to have him sit down and talk to him. And then the other part of me is going to go, where did he buy this shit? Who is his dealer? It smells like wet oregano. Oh man, here, let me give him the name of my dealer. This kid, I tell you. Kids these days, he doesn't need all of this. He's only 9. So I make fun of religion a lot, only because I'm lazy and Christians make it really easy for them to be made fun of. So it's pretty easy to do. So I do it kind of a lot. Does anybody notice that Christians are doing a lot these days? A lot more bake sales? There's been a lot more bake sales and jogging fundraisers than I can remember. And you know why?
Why?
Jesus is coming. It's true. The Christians, they won't tell you when, but they know he's coming soon. So everybody's got to look fucking busy, right? Because you don't want to be the guy sitting down on your couch watching reruns of Corner Gas in your underwear when Jesus shows up. You know, he comes, the heavenly host. You're sitting there. I just got back from a soup kitchen, I swear. You got to be careful. Now, what's even easier to make fun of are the Catholics. Are there any Catholics in the audience? He's got a lot to talk about every Sunday in the confession booth, let me tell you. I know. Hey, it's between you and me and God, buddy. So now, the problem with the Catholics is, their real problem is, it's a PR thing. The new Pope, the Benedict guy, he's freaking scary. He scares the shit out of me. He's got the deep circles under his eyes. He looks like the Emperor from Star Wars. It's not a good PR thing. And the other problem is, it's kind of creepy, he's German. So already he looks like a hard case, you know? So, this is your first communion, yeah? You always remember your first. And then purple lightning bolts shoot out his fingertips. Come on, if you're gonna be the Pope, you gotta have cool Pope powers like that. Does anybody remember the old Pope, John Paul II? That guy was the shit. He was awesome. He was the most awesome Pope, and everybody was all over him, even non-Catholics. It was pretty fucking cool when he showed up here to Canada. In '84, the Pope did his huge cross-Canada tour, and then he showed up in the place that they love him the most, Newfoundland and Labrador. They absolutely loved him. Now, the great thing about living in the Yukon is that we get a dose of Newfoundland culture from NTV, which is the best station on television. The best. Absolutely. You get your TV show, you get a music video, you get a TV show, none of this commercial bullshit, and there you go. Now, the great thing about NTV is that they play the weirdest stuff late at night, because when it's late at night here, it's like, you know, it's 4:30 in the morning over there, because Newfoundland has that weird time zone thing. It's like when they were giving out time zones, Newfoundland showed up late and drunk. What do you got left? A half hour, we'll take it. So you get to watch late night NTV. Now, the most brilliant thing that was on NTV that I caught for real was the rebroadcast of the 1984 Pope visit to Newfoundland. It was freaking awesome. They had cameras everywhere, live coverage, and no word of a lie, 2 commentators going on about the hot Pope action. Like, seriously, they had a guy from the Catholic News. He was the color commentator. And they're talking back and forth. It was truly amazing. So here he is now, Pope John Paul II, coming off of the plane, getting down the stairs, ready to mount the Pope mobile. And oh my God, he just waved the entire crowd. He blessed the entire crowd with one wave of his holy arm. Oh my God, he just did it again with the other arm. A double-double. Never before have I seen such incredible papal action since Bishop Mulligatawny exercised that bucket of clams in '72. John Paul JP II, the Pontiff of Power, we salute you. Godspeed. Newfoundland's got your back. And then they cracked the beer and smashed it on their forehead. Something like that. I figure the only reason we have NTV here is because folks in Newfoundland, they don't really have much of a choice of what they're going to do in their future. They can fish, they can fiddle, or they get on the bus and come to the Yukon and go on EI.